Okay, good morning everyone. I'm Limjer, and today I would like to share about the Git version control using GitHub. Okay, so before starting this tutorial, to make sure you have installed Git in your computer. Okay, without further ado, let's start the tutorial. Okay, so when we need to work for a remote repository in the GitHub, we first need to clone it from GitHub. Okay, so now we are going to try with this test tutorial repository. So as you can see at the code button there, when you click on it, there shows the HTTPS link that will allow you to clone the repository. So we click on the copy button. Okay, now we are going back to our VS Code. So we type on before we clone the repository to make sure we have changed to a localdisk that we would like to work to. So for my case, I would like to work on the localdisk D. So I switch to D first. Okay, so now we are going to clone the repository. So by typing the command git clone and paste the link that we have copied just now. So now we're supposed to successfully clone the repository from the remote to our working directory. Okay, so the situation will be like after we typing the git clone, it will move the initial code from the remote to our local repository, then copy all the file to our working directory, which is our VS Code. Okay, so how it works. This is how it works. Okay, so after that, the next step, we are going to open the directory in our folder. Okay, so now we need to type the command code R, and we have to type the name of the repository, which is the test tutor. So we just need to type the word test, and we click on the button tab in our laptop or computer. Then it will autofill the path, and we click on the enter. Okay, so now, okay, good. So the directory is opened successfully. So now we are in our directory, working directory, and by default, when you are cloning the repository, it will bring you firstly to the main branch. So we can check our current branch. As you can see, it shows that we are in main branch. So we need to change to our dev branch before start coding. So git switch. Okay, so as you can see, when we check on our branch again, you will notice that it will already switch to dev branch. And there are two files being added in this branch, which is the index.html and also the index.js. So before start coding, please remember to create your own branch by using this convention. So we need to type the command git checkout b, and LZ means our short form of our name. For example, I'm Limzer, so I need to type my short form, which is LZ, and the slash, then a feature that we are working for. For example, I'm working for a sign up feature. Okay, so I type the word sign up. Okay, so as you can see, it shows that a new branch is created, which is the Limzer sign up, and it already automatically switch to the new branch. So in our local repository, when we create a new branch, it will store the information of the new branch being created. Okay, so after I click on the git checkout and create a branch, it will first store this information. It is local repository. Okay, so now I'm free to code. So now I'm going to open for example, I open the index.js file, and I'm going to implement the sign up feature. So it's as example only. Okay, sign up. So Okay, so after I've done my coding, I need to add my code, which is this segment of the code, into the staging area for saving purpose. Okay, so now I'm going to add this segment of code in the staging area. So by typing the git add dot, the dot means add all the changes to the staging area. So when I tap the key enter, okay, so when you can see uh there's something pop out in the source control page. So you can see that there's something added to this state change, which is the index.js. So then we need to add a commit message. Done, sign up. Okay, good. Okay, so you can see for this source control graph, there's a commit message, which is the done sign out that I've typed just now, and it's under the LZ sign out branch. Okay, so in this diagram now, we are please put your attention to this diagram. So when I implement the feature log sign out, of course it will it will update in our working directory. So when we type the command git add, it will add this sign out feature to the staging area. So when we commit it, it will automatically save the code under our branch. Okay, so keep in mind that it will only save this update in our branch. So for in my case, it's LZ sign up. So it will save it under my branch. Okay, so which means that this code is only work in my branch. Okay, so it's under my branch. Okay, so now after I've done my sign up feature, now I'm going to combine it with the remote repository. So now we are going to type the command git pull or origin dev. We are going to combine it with our dev branch. Okay, so by right, if there's any conflict, you need to merge and solve it. So since there's no conflict for my case, now I can finally push my branch, which is the LZ sign up, to the remote repository. Okay, so when I type git push, I'm going to push my branch origin. So remember to type the name of your branch. Don't type the dev. So for my case, I'm type limzer sign up. Okay, so when I click on it, when I press the key enter, okay. Okay, so when the git push is done, the code, the branch and the update in the code will be sent to the remote repository. So you will update right here. Okay. So now your branch and your commit will be saved to the remote repository under your branch. So we can navigate to the repository part and we refresh again. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, your branch LZ sign up has been pushed to the repository in a 43 seconds ago. So we can go to the push request here. Okay. Uh, you can go to the branch. Okay, so as you can see, in this LZ sign up here, your branch is one commit ahead of other branch like the dev branch and also the LZ login branch. It's very normal and it's correct since you have another one more commit, which is the sign up feature implementation compared to the other branch. Okay, so that's why you can see the ahead is 4 and the other is 3. So the 3 and 4 means, like for this example, the 4 means there are 4 commit ahead of the main branch. So the 4 will be relative like to the main, and the 3, which means there are 3 more commits more than the main branch. So that's why you can see the 3 and 4 here. So in other words, when you combine your branch with the main branch, the ahead will be set to 0. Yeah, that's how the ahead works. Okay, so now we would like to combine our branch, which is the LZ sign-up branch, with the dev branch. Since dev branch is one commit behind of the LZ sign-up branch, right? So we are going to combine them. So what we need to do is, firstly, please remember to switch to the dev branch. Git switch dev. Okay, so as you can see, we are currently in the dev branch. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we are going to pull the branch to our LZ signup branch from the remote. Since we are already saved this branch in our remote, right? So now we are going to pull it using the git pull. So it will come from the remote to our working directory. Okay, so git pull origin and our branch name. So for this case is LZ signup. Okay, so as you can see, the sign up feature is automatically updated here. Okay, so now we already have the updated code from the remote repository. So now we are going to push back to the GitHub. Okay, so git push origin dev. So now, which means the dev branch already have the code for the sign up part. So for the local repository, for the dev, it also contains the sign up code. Yeah, so it shows something like this. So now after we push it, okay, so after we push it, the situation will be like, now the remote repository, the dev branch will also have the sign out code. So when later you go to the branch there to check, you will notice that the dev branch and also the LZ sign out branch will have the same progress. Now we can check on it. Okay, and yes, we are right. So now the progress for the dev branch and the LZ sign out branch are the same. So which is the 4. Okay. Yeah, so that's all for this part. And if you have any question, please don't be hesitate to ask me. So that's all for me, and thank you.